Hurricane Headquarters, sponsored by Entergy.
Good morning to those few that are up early this morning, kind of figuring out what's happening with Hurricane Beryl. It is now a hurricane once again. Winds are at 80 miles per hour, and it is moving to the north-northwest at about 10. You can see the eye right in here, getting close to making landfall this morning, right around Matagorda, Texas. Going to be moving up towards Bay City here a little bit later on for this morning. We are going to be on the east side of this storm, so we're going to get a lot of rain today. We'll also see some pretty gusty winds, and there will be a little bit of a storm surge coming into parts of southeast Texas along the Bolivar Peninsula and maybe as far east as Jefferson County here along the coast here. So we'll continue to watch it this morning. Like I said, the main center of the storm is just now starting to get close to coming on shore, making landfall right there into parts of, looks like I said, right around Matagorda, Texas for this morning. Here's the official track from the National Hurricane Center. Takes it just to our west and then eventually up into Arkansas as we head towards tomorrow morning about this time. So it's going to move very quickly, not going to stall out, going to move very quick across southeast Texas here, or East Texas, I should say, and it also should start to diminish very quickly as it moves through parts of Texas for this morning. So winds at 75 by 7 a.m. and then all the way down to about 45 by 7 p.m. Wouldn't be surprised if the winds come down faster than that, and it really falls apart as it comes in because it's really barely a hurricane. As we take a look at what we can expect for today, well, one thing is maybe the onset of a few tornadoes here and there. Some of these bands wrapping around the storm system. Right now, Hardin County, Jefferson County under a tornado watch that goes until 10 o'clock. Wouldn't be surprised as the storm moves inland that they issue another tornado watch later on today for most of southeast Texas. But something we're watching for this morning, like I said, Hardin County, Jefferson County under that tornado watch. As far as rainfall, right now we're thinking about 2 to 4 inches. That's what computer models are showing, generally about 2 to 4. There could be some isolated spots over that. And of course, closer to the center of the storm, maybe towards the Houston area, they could see 8 inches of rain in some spots over there. But generally, we're looking at about 2 to 4 inches of rain. So not a ton of rainfall for today. There is a flood watch out for the entire area. So those flood prone areas that usually see flooding when we get a heavy rain with a thunderstorm or something like that, we want to watch those areas today. Could see some localized street flooding as well if we get some of those heavier rains to add up a little bit for later on this morning going into this afternoon. Another factor is wind gusts. We expect to see winds gusting between say 20 to 30 miles an hour. We could possibly see a few wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour. And that's why the National Weather Service has issued a tropical storm warning for Tyler, Hardin, and Jefferson counties for today, with the possibility of wind gusts to 40. That would be just up into that tropical storm force wind category. So we're watching for that again for this morning. So not only will we have some rain, we'll have some wind. Storm surge. There will be a little bit of storm surge along the coast, but most of the area is about a foot, maybe a few spots up to about 3 feet here and there. For the most part, there won't be any widespread storm surge, I think, as far as causing any problem. But the surf will be very, very high along the coast, down towards the Bolivar Peninsula. Could see some localized flooding right there along the beach. Also, storm surge warning is out for Jefferson County and down towards Chambers County, Bolivar Peninsula for some of that storm surge between, say, 1 to 3 feet, maybe some areas higher than that. Right now on radar, most of the area is quiet. We're already starting to see that northern edge of the rain shield around Beryl start to work into the Winnie area, southwestern corner of Jefferson County, and we're going to wait for later on today as some of this heavier rain starts to work its way northward into our area. And like I said, maybe about 2 to 5 inches of rainfall. And we'll be watching some of these bands. This is where we might see some of those quick spin-up tornadoes. They won't last long. They shouldn't be very strong, but they'll spin up around some of these bands. Once again, you can see the eye just now reaching the coastline on that western edge there, or northwestern corner of the eye, trying to reach the coastline. It'll be making landfall here probably within the next hour or so across parts of the central Texas coast, with some of these heavier bands kind of working their way in towards Galveston, Bay City, up towards Manville, up towards the Houston area, and then eventually lifting north and, like I said, starting to weaken just a little bit. Here's Futurecast showing some of those rains coming in throughout the morning. Could be heavy at times. The storm system will be well out towards our west, over towards Conroe, Huntsville, and then eventually lifting north, so it's going to move through fairly quickly. Later on this afternoon, we'll watch some of these bands of rain kind of pull in on the backside of this thing, and once again, we could see maybe an isolated tornado here and there through the afternoon into the evening. That'll eventually start to taper down, and I think through the overnight, things look like they're going to turn quiet, and looks like Tuesday it'll be long gone, and we'll have mostly quiet conditions on Tuesday as well. We'll continue to keep you updated on Beryl. Like I said, right now getting ready to make landfall. It looks like far off towards our south, about 150, 160 miles off towards our southwest, towards Matagorda, Texas. We'll have, of course, a lot more news and weather for you coming up and 4:30 on daybreak. Looks like about 4 o'clock we'll have another weather update for you, so stay tuned.